MAK'GORA is a duel to the death, and I have decided to make a community MAK'GORA tournament. Each player has 3 hours to level up as far as they possibly can, and they can utilize any gold or help they want to attain the best possible gear and proficiency. After 3 hours have passed, we will meet up outside Durotar to do the duels in a ladder-style tournament. The winner of the tournament will be the MAK'GORA champion, but not only that, they will also receive a bag full of amazing BOE blues and epics alike. While the competitors were leveling, I was also doing a little bit of leveling myself, killing a few pirates in STV and also dinging level 43. But now the time has come for the duel tournament to begin, and the first duel is a warlock versus a druid. There is Flower Pev right here. There is a Torrent druid level 10 versus a warlock level 11. You do have a little bit of buffs up, which is nice, some stamina. You have a little bit of fortitude, everything like that. It's okay. Flower Pev also has some fortitude as well. You are allowed to get buffs from people. Everything is completely fine. Here is the gear looking like, okay? Flower Pev does have pretty nice gear overall. Nothing super enchanted. There's a little bit of plus 35 health. And also some weapon damage on the mace. Blockjoy has obviously good items too. Nothing is enchanted, but they are ready. They had 3 hours to level, guys, and get as good gear as they possibly could. And now it is time to see the first duel, okay? So Blockjoy Gora versus Flower Pev. Okay, going in with the Moonfire from the beginning here, going into bear form as well. There's the fear coming off from Blockjoy, which is gonna be very, very rough against Flower Pev, obviously. Running away like this, guys. Please stay in the circle, okay? So we don't have people running away after all the characters, please. I will do that so we can see here. Fear coming off again. Flower Pev is actually taking absolute no damage whatsoever. Straight up just no damage getting taken here, but a little bit is starting to go down now. Flower Pev probably wants to go in for like a Warstorm soon into a full heal. That would be very, very, very nice for him here. There's the Shadow Ball coming in here as well. Block could go for a little bandage if they do want to here. There's the heal coming out for Flower Pev. Ooh, but it doesn't heal that much because they have so much goddamn health, right? That's the thing, guys. Okay, Flower Pev is still getting absolutely chunked. Trying to pop a healing pot there as well. I saw it there on the little frame. Blockjoy is actually So if Flower Pev can recover here, they might have the upper hand. There's the Warstorm coming out into a big healing touch, which Block cannot get rid of. Flower Pev getting the big heals, but there is the un-DR'd Fear going in there. Will he be able to survive here? I am not sure, guys. If Flower Pev can start to connect to Block, they might be able to have like an upper hand here, but the fear spam is just too strong. Block is starting to life tap to get some more mana back here, and Flower Pev is just pummeling, but they're also getting pummeled at the same time. Fear is just too powerful, guys. Healing touch going through there. And now Flower Pev is So is Block as well. There is still a Curse of Agony pumping into Flower Pev, which is slowly gonna tickle them down. Big Warstorm into a heal here. Hold on a second. But now they're again. Fear fell off early because the Imp Fireball. Dude, Flowers is not doing enough damage, but they somehow are surviving. That's a fully DR'd Fear, which means that they cannot fear Flower Pev for a little while now. Oh, shoot. Hitting the Imp on the way. Look how much damage the Imp takes. The Imp is just standing there pummeling into Flower Pev. Flower Pev is looking bad on mana, but somehow he's staying alive, dude. This is definitely lasting a little bit longer than I thought. We got like a really intense long duel for the first one here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely lasting a while here. Okay, I was just fixing some things and now they're just eating. He's making a Hellstone. And now MAK'GORA is going in for the Shadow Bolt spam there. Trying to get some damage in, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough, and this duel will just never end, guys. This duel is gonna last for eternity. We're gonna be stuck here forever, guys. Give them space, guys. Give them space to do the duel, okay? Fear coming off again here into Shadow Bolts. Is the Fear? Wait, is this it? Flower Pev! Oh my god, are you... Oh my god, you're so barely alive. Are you... Flower Pev goes down. First duel goes down. Flower Pev lost. Okay, 2 rogues against each other, guys. MAK'GORA level 13, Blum level 11. Just judging from their health and from their gear, I think MAK'GORA is gonna take this W, guys. He's gonna take this W, but let's see what happens. Ooh, the sap coming out from Denta right there. Okay. Okay, there's the opener there into the little gouge. I like to see that. The rogue early on here is just about getting that evasion on and praying to God that you're the one that doesn't hit, okay? MAK'GORA is taking a lot more damage though than Denta. There's the little gouge coming off as well, so he can get into like a big eviscerate, right? They also could reset if they have managed to get themselves some sleeping sand from the Terrisfall Glade. They could actually utilize that. There's the skull coming off! Holy Blumbum with the little big bandage, actually. And also the sticky glue from Durotar. Full health now here is Dentagora, and Blumbum is not quite very healthy here. Dentagora could go for the sprint and finish him off here if he does want to chase him down. And Blumbum, there's the sprint from both of them. He's chasing him down, man. He's chasing him down like a cheetah on the marsh. There we go. Blumbum goes down. Blumbum goes down. Alright, so we got a Shaman here versus a Rogue. Shaman, this guy is actually geared. He doesn't have a Cauldron Stirrer, which is not too good. But he is looking very nice. The Rogue, no big weapon, but he does have okay gear overall as well. Okay, whenever you guys are ready, you can go. 781 HP on the Shaman. Which at this level is absolutely ridiculous, honestly, guys. Ooh, the Rogue, he's gonna try to sneak on him. He's gonna try to do a little sneaky stuff. The Shaman tried to get him out with the Fire Nova Totem there. Actually going for the Sap. Killing the Totem? He's not killing the Totem, but that's okay. I would have probably killed the Totem. No, he killed the Totem. That was really good by him. He did that by himself. Okay, nice. Opening up there into the Shaman, and the Shaman is gonna slowly whittle down this Rogue. So Shaman puts down the slowing totem, keeping the Rogue immobilized, and maybe putting as well down a searing totem if the Rogue doesn't kill it. There's the evasion coming from the Rogue here. If they are actually really smart, they could have farmed the skull from the Skull Rock, killing Fizzle for his skull, the faintly glowing skull there. Lightning Bolt coming in from the Shaman. Actually not too big of a fan of that, but there's the Earth Shock and the Rogue goes down. Okay, next duel coming up, boys. Next is gonna be Viglun. Wait, I didn't see him. Is MAK'GORA, right? Wait, where is he? Bob? He's level 9. Oh, he's hiding. Oh, come out. It's fine. Oh, it's fine. You're just gonna fight like a literal beast. He has 300 HP, man. Oh, no. All right, let's see how it goes, boys. Little MAK'GORA. There's the sap coming from Viglun. And Viglun is preparing up his meal here, guys. Oh god, potion from the get-go there into the little fire blast. Absolutely doing not so much damage here on Viglun. There's the gouge coming through as well. And he is just doing too much damage, man. Viglun, large copper bomb coming off as well, not getting the sheep off, and that's pretty much the end of Bob. I'm sorry, Bob. I'm sorry, dude. It is what it is, okay? There's... Stop laughing, dude. Stop laughing at Bob. Alright. Let's see how the bracket is looking like so far, guys, okay? Alright, so Blockjoy is gonna be facing against Denta next, and then Tia, Sharko, and Viglun. Next, we have Sliss versus Shotskora, guys. I think, okay, that works. So we have a Shaman versus a Rogue. Okay, gear's looking pretty good. You do have Engineering as well. And then we have a Rogue. Ooh, with enchants. Weapon damage as well here. This Rogue is very geared. Let's see if this Rogue can take down the Shaman. The previous one couldn't, right? Okay, let's see what happens, boys. Rogue goes in. Shaman is trying to kite the Rogue a little bit there. There's the sprint coming off. This Rogue almost has 900 HP. He almost has 1,000 HP at level 12. This Shaman is getting absolutely served on a silver platter. Are you kidding me? There's the totem coming out as well, trying to kite the Rogue as best as they can. Actually, if the Shaman can somehow outlive the Rogue... never mind, there's the banish coming off. Okay, tried to use the sticky glue, but the sticky glue actually didn't work. There's the healing, but the Rogue can kick it as he did as well. This means that the Shaman is now locked from casting any heals. And the Shaman probably goes down. Shotskora. Rip. Yeah, trading and everything was allowed, guys. It's a little community event we've done for, like, to give away some gear. And everything was allowed, yes. They had 3 hours to level, and they could do anything they want in those 3 hours. They could prepare in any way that they wanted to. Okay, so next we got Aplex and Psyched. Okay, Mage versus Shaman. Mage looking pretty okay with the gear. Nice enchants as well, I like it. And also engineering. And then we have Psyched, which is not looking good. And then the duel is starting. Okay, going off the bat. He actually popped, I think that was the faintly glowing skull from the get-go there. Not saving it for the lifesteal later on in the duel. Very, very bad here. The mage is trying to reset, but there's the Earth Shock coming up here, making sure that they can't polymorph. And the polymorph goes off, which means that the mage can now reset and get a full bandage off. They haven't leveled their bandage up fully, which means that they won't be getting really, really healthy here. But that reset was good for the mage, because the shaman used a lot there in the beginning. Mage is now running away a little bit, trying to kite, but the shaman is catching up. The Frost Nova gets resisted as well here. There is the Berserking getting popped from the Troll Mage here, trying to do some damage, but the shaman is just like a Terminator slowly whittling him down. This is, I believe this thing actually is LOS, I'm not entirely sure, but yes. Mage is trying to reset. The thing about Mage here, guys, is that they don't have a lot of mana and like damage this early on. But what they can do is reset. I think if the mage can play it well, they can infinitely reset here. There's the sleeping dust as well coming off on the shaman. I just don't think the shaman can really die. I will be honest, I don't think the shaman can die. And there is a fully DR cheap as well. The shaman could start casting lightning bolt if they do want to. He's opting for the flame shock instead though. Opting for the flame shock going in like that. They're trying to like slowly pummel down the mage. Mage probably wants to try to reset again, but I don't even know if they can, honestly. There's the sheep coming off, and the shaman is now sitting in a sheep. You could use a demonic rune, unironically, to get yourself out of a sheep if you pop at the same time the sheep then gets popped. But since we're this low level, it probably would kill you. So that's probably not a good idea. The shaman just want to make sure he kicks the sheep so there is no resets available. If he manages to do that, then that's doable, right? There's the lightning bolts coming off here. That's what I like to see. And now it's actually like a caster match here going off. Oh my god, there's the faintly glowing skull from the mage trying to do some burst damage. Oh, but now they're I don't even think they have mana for a sheep at this point. Bronze spawn coming into the bonk. And there's the healing pot barely surviving, but he's still fully The shaman is 10% health, trying to slowly kill him with the wands. 24%. There's the healing touches coming off. The mage is going to get some mana here. He might be able to like sheep him if he does want to, or maybe a little Frost Nova and get some distance, but he opts for the Fire Blast into the War Stomp so he can sheep, and then he's going to finish off the mage. Perhaps the early Frost Shock means that he can't kick the sheep now. Mage is slowly whittling him down into the death. And the shaman takes the W. Holy crap, man. Holy, that was actually a good duel, man. Alright, what do we got next? Sreeve versus Phasm. Shaman versus Mage again. Maybe this mage will manage to take down this shaman, guys. He is very geared, though. He almost has 800 health, and this mage has 400. So what the mage wants to do is they want to kill them with the burst. Perfectly showcased by our previous competent. So they're gonna go. Okay, this shaman has the Cauldron Stirrer though, which is gonna hit very, very, very hard. Polymorph going off there on Sreeve, and then he just wants to get a lot of distance and slowly start blasting him. Alright. There is the kick. So I think the shaman, since the shaman has so much health, all he needs to do is slowly whittle him down and then kick the sheep so the mage can reset. There is the Sleeping Dust, but it gets broken early. Kick the polymorph as well, and now the mage is in big trouble. There is the little healing pot coming off though into the full polymorph, which means that Fast can now get a reset. But since we're so low level, guys, the mana regen is so high. There is the net on the mage, and he... Holy shit. I was gonna say he can't blink out of it. Okay. Little update on the bracket, guys. The bracket is currently looking like this. We got the final round 1 here, Elder versus Cannabis, Eider, sorry. And then we're gonna move on to round 2 afterwards, guys, okay? Alright. Mage versus Shaman again. Okay, so far no mage has managed to take down a Shaman. Can I please get that link? Of course you may, my lady. So the Shaman is looking very, very geared. Cauldron Stirrer as well. Mage, pretty extra geared as well. Nice enchant as well. Really enchanted. 3+ stats on the chest. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen here. 700 health on the Mage. This Mage might be able to take down the Shaman. Also, really nice job, guys, on the spectators. I really like that you guys are actually just laying the competence duel here. Okay, let's see how it goes here, guys. So the Shaman obviously wants to whittle down the Mage here, and the Mage wants to find like an opportunity to slowly get the Shaman to become and then kill him, right? He decides to go for a full reset here, which means that the duel basically just dodged from the beginning, right? The biggest kill potential is a grenade and also the faintly glowing skull, okay? He wants to co-cast. If Seeker wants to come co-cast, he is welcome to join. I don't know if that's serious. If Seeker wants to join, I am down for him to come and help me with this. Seeker is now in the call as well, I believe.
Yo, 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 what's up?
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the little community tournament that we're doing here.
The Guzu Invitational here. That's awesome.
Yeah, we have a Shaman versus Mage right now, and the Mage is actually incredibly stacked. What do you think the potential here for the Mage would be to win against the Shaman? Because we haven't seen a Mage win against the Shaman yet.
I think he's going to need to burst down the Shaman, try to get him low, and then go for the Sleep Dust play. I think if you can get him low, get the Sleep Dust, and get like a little soft reset in there, that could be good. Okay. Or if he can like manage to drag it out a little bit, that could also be a win condition for the Mage. All right, so we got the rough Copper Bomb coming out actually. So these guys have leveled engineering as well. These guys are really going in for it. Gets the Earth Shock there. Goes for the Sheep reset. And when you sheep the Shaman here, you got to go for the Searing Totem as well. You got to try to wand that down. Otherwise, he's getting a lot of value. I think the Shaman right now is looking really good here.
The Shaman just slowly wants to whittle down the Mage here, and I think the play for the Shaman in order to win is to just try to kick the Sheeps, right? So the Mage can't reset, because the reset is the strongest thing that the Mage can do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, reset is definitely going to be good if you're trying to win on that mana. And the Mage is actually really ahead on mana right now, so he could potentially manage to kind of drag this out a little bit. And the Shaman is, if he sat down for a drink there, he could have kind of equalized that or removed that win condition, but now he's going to find himself in a pretty dangerous situation. The Mage is actually ahead right now.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, there's the polymorph coming off though there. I saw the Mage actually broke his own sheep with a fireball dot as well, which can also be quite scary as well. But here is the full reset coming off here, and this is what might drag out the duel a little bit, because the Mage can just basically infinitely reset unless the Shaman gets like a good War Stomp into like Earthshock combo, right? Because they can just sit and drink forever.
This stuff that the Shaman has is doing incredible burst. The nade comes out there. There's the Earth Shock. The Shaman might just take it right now. Big bonks are coming out. He does get the sheep, but he needs to try to kill the Searing Totem. The Searing Totem is keeping him in combat, and it might just take him down on the next shot, but he has managed to outrange it now. Here's the question. Does he have the bandage? Doesn't look like he actually has leveled up his first stage, so he's going to go for the drink, but the poly breaks, and now here comes the Shaman. Look at him. He looks like a man on a mission. He's hungry for the win here. He goes for the Flame Shock, and once again gets that Searing Totem down, and it's slowly chipping away his HP here. It's not looking good for the Mage Guzu.
It is not looking good for the Mage at all here. What the Shaman was a little bit greedy with here was that he didn't actually save the Earth Shock to actually get the Mage out of the polymorph, because the polymorph is what makes him be able to like reset, right? So the Shaman wants to keep pressuring the Mage, and the Mage just wants to reset here. But currently the Sheep actually is the yard, which means that the Sheep is going off here. It's only going to be lasting like 4 or 5 seconds, so that's actually really bad for the Mage. So the Shaman just wants to keep pressuring on here. I don't know if Lightning Bolt is really the play here. I think he just wants to get the distance in on the Mage so he can actually connect to him and do some damage here. The Fireball going off here from the Mage here. If the Shaman had a nice, good, juicy Sticky Glue here, he can actually stick to the Mage, but the Sticky Glue comes up for the Mage instead.
Oh, beautiful Sticky Glue here. And the Mage trying to make some distance here between him and the Shaman. And I do believe he's actually out of Earthshock range right now, so there's big damage coming out. Both of them are just casting spells here at each other. I gotta say, the Mage, though, he's in a little bit of a tough spot there, getting stuck for just a second on the wall. But the Frostbolt does get resisted. The Shaman does get a big heal there as well, and slowly is making his way here for that Mage, trying to close up the gap. And if you can get those auto attack... Wait, what happened?
I think the duel timed out. I don't know what happened.
Oh, wait, has it been 15 minutes? Yeah, after 15 minutes, it just ends.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Well, it just lasted too long. Well, we might have to put a limitation on like the food, maybe. I don't know. Okay, I actually like that. Some guy in the chat came up with an idea that we can allow food and drink and everything up onto like let's say like 5 minutes, and then after that there's no more food or drink allowed. So like you have to get the kill potential in within that time frame. right? Are we okay with that? Do we say 5 minutes or 8 minutes? What do we say?
I think 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
7 minutes? Okay.
In the middle.
All right, Duel is starting now, I believe, in a second here.
I'll start my stopwatch when they start.
Yeah, when the first attack goes off, and then we'll see.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right, there it is.
Starting the timer. Okay, so after 7 minutes, if 7 minutes elapses, then there will be no drink food allowed. Okay, so we're gonna see how this goes.
You're muted for me, by the way.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, the shaman, basically the game plan for the mage here now is to try to get the shaman into like a kill range, right, where they can go off with like maybe a copper bomb if they have that faintly glowing skull as well for the big lifesteal burst, and like try to kill the shaman like that. The shaman, pretty much, I think the play for him is to run down the mage, kick the polymorphs, and just try to slowly whittle them down with that staff. I feel like lightning bolt is not the move because you give the mage the range. That's what the mage wants, right? So here the shaman just follows down the mage and try to get him down. Shaman is actually looking pretty bad here, and the mage is on top of him with the good frost balls and the kiting here with the net as well from the sticky glue.
Yeah, the mage is getting a lot of spells off here, and if the shaman is just healing and the mage is just doing damage, the mage will be in a pretty good spot. Look at the shaman already dropping quite low here. The mage might be able to have him into execute range. The shaman realizes it though, goes for the health pot right there, and just to resist that frost pot as well. And now that he's forced out that health pot, I think the best thing the mage can do here is just reset. He's gonna go for his own health pot there actually and continue to trade, but he doesn't have enough mana to actually kill a shaman through that health pot, especially when, you know, there are these resist potions and all of these consumables and buffs right now in play between these two guys. So he does manage to get a little bit of distance, and he's going for a sheep here, and he's gonna use his first reset. You know, still has about 5.5 minutes left on the clock before he's gonna, you know, not have that as an option anymore. So he's taking his time here, and I think it's good. Try to force out that pot, and then while it's on cooldown, go for that big burst. Ooh, the shaman pops up. What did he just
That was a
pop
plus
there?
8 strength ogre potion there, right there, yeah. There's 8 plus strength that so he can do a lot of damage when he connects to the mage here, and in 20 seconds he's no longer allowed to drink or eat. Neither of them are, so the shaman actually could get some potential here. They could actually be pretty smart for the mage to reset maybe before he's no longer allowed to drink or eat, so he can actually start pumping down the shaman afterwards.
I feel like the mage has a pretty good situation right now. I don't know if the shaman's pot is back or not, but I think the mage should have his pot back up here. And if he can just get a Nova and just go for the... I think he just goes for the all-in here. I think he pots and goes for the all-in and prays that it's not back yet for the shaman. The shaman's completely tapped, and he just used his last mana right there. I think the mage has him right now, dude.
Yeah, I think so too.
Big damage coming out there. Can he get some wands? There
the copper bomb coming in as well.
Out. There
into the
it is. And he goes for the bomb.
Goes down. Oh my god!
Insane. What
a play from the mage! Cannabis, IRL amazingly well played as well, trying to sustain that damage on the mage, but the mage pulled through even with the time limiter as well. Sometimes a limiter is all you need to show your true potential, it seems. We have Blockjoy versus Denta now, which is Blockjoy is a warlock and Denta is a rogue here. The rogue has actually pretty good gear as well here. He doesn't have as good as Viglun, but his gear is looking pretty nice. Block had an amazingly long duel in the first round against Flower Piv, a Warlock versus Druid here. But he's going to be against a Rogue now, and Rogue at this level is probably one of the best PvP classes you can possibly get.
All right, so we see the sap go out, and he's going to go after the Imp. Now, the Warlock doesn't actually have his Void Walker out. Maybe he didn't finish the quest, I'm not sure. It does take a little bit of extra time, but right now already going for the big all-in here. Huge damage coming out, and Rogue, I do believe, also have Kick at this level and also Gouge, so he goes for the stun there with the grenade, and he goes for the Eviscerate there. Not going to be able to find the Gouge just yet. The Warlock already potting, going for the Fear, gets gouged on it, and the Rogue has him in a great spot right now.
The Tizzlety came out there from the Rogue as well, so he actually tried to utilize all the damage that he possibly could there for the Warlock, and he just whittled him down slowly and gets in with the Eviscerate there as well. The Warlock has big issues as well, even hitting the Rogue, because he has that resistance potion there as well. 25 plus resistances at level 13 is absolutely ridiculous, so he just couldn't get like a connection on anything. Absolutely destroyed there with the Tizzlety combo from the Rogue and just applying the pressure like no other. It's all about preparation, man. If you can get a lot of gear, if you can get a lot of profession stuff done and then enchant your gear at this level, you are so powerful. Speaking of gear, Viglun here actually has insanely good gear. Weapon damage +4 on both his daggers and also 5+ agi on the boots. He's +100 health on his chest piece, and he has a PvP trinket at level 12, Seiko.
Oh my goodness, he has a PvP trinket?
Yes, he does have a...
That is ridiculous. What? That thing is 20 gold, man. Oh, this guy has definitely invested here. He gets the sap, and he's looking to open up here. But the Shaman could be a tough opponent here, and the Shaman is smart as well. He's starting out with a shield, which is going to give him a lot of extra armor here, and he's just trying to wither him down here with those flame shocks. And I really would like to see the Earthbind come out, and there it is, Earthbind coming out. Now the Shaman can buy himself some distance, allow that flame tongue or that flame shock to tick and do some damage from range while he's just trying to kite it out, trying to range it. But Viklund getting the gouge there, and now he's going to go for some damage out of that gouge. And the Shaman is dropping quite low here. It could be anybody's duel right now. The Shaman's going for a big heal there, but the Rogue actually re-stealths there, and that confused him a little bit, made him actually stop that cast. Look at the damage coming in from the Rogue. He's
and
so
the Sticky
low
Glue
here.
missing as well from the Shaman. Sticky Glue came out from the Shaman, but he actually missed it right there, and the potion coming off as well. Viklund probably the big juicy sprint and also a Hellstone. He traded a Warlock for a little Hellstone as well, which actually is ethical as well in this duel tournament here that we're doing here. Shaman is super right now, and Viklund is connecting onto the Shaman, which it means that he just needs to burst him down. The evasion coming up from Viklund, and also the berserking from the Troll in response to that, but the berserking won't help much as Viklund is having an evasion up. There's the Earthbind Totem down, kiting around like a really good Shaman actually here, trying to get some reach in as well, but Viklund's damage is too high and his health is too massive to even, like, it doesn't even matter at this point here. Shaman is doing amazing there, but there's also a faintly glowing skull from the Shaman coming out, and Viklund might actually be in trouble now.
No way he gets that faintly glowing skull off. He gets the heal off. It could be anybody's duel. He's trying to bonk him, but the Rogue manages to take him down. That was way too close, though. You got to give props to the Shaman for how he played that. That was incredibly close. What a nice duel that was. Both of them came super prepared, and I don't know, man. It was too hard to call that one.
But we do have another duel to get onto as well, because we now have Slicks versus Psyched. Psyched is a Shaman and Slicks is another Rogue.
The Rogue has disgusting gear. He's got weapon damage, he's got minor speed, everything is fully enchanted. He's got engineering leveled up. Everything is looking good here for this Rogue. And we'll see here if the Shaman has what it takes here as well. He's level 11 though versus a level 12, so the leveling speed as well. The Shaman has, well, his gear is definitely a little bit worse, I would say.
Questionable gear for sure.
Let's see what he can do.
So the Rogue wants to stealth up here. There actually isn't like a super big opener you could do as a Rogue here. You can maybe do like a Rogue. I actually could think a Rogue is level 14, I believe. So the only thing you can really do is open it with a Sinister Strike. But you do get the first attack, which is very nice there. Coming off the bat is a nice Earthbind Totem there from the Shaman into a little grenade, trying to get the distance on the Rogue from the beginning. But there's a sprint coming up in response to that, and trying to, like, get onto the Shaman so he can start doing some damage here. And he's absolutely annihilating him. The War Storm coming off into a big healing wave, but it's not going to be enough because the Rogue's damage is so high. And there is the Rogue getting closer to the Shaman. There's the gouge coming off as well, and this is looking very bad for the Shaman here as the Rogue is managing.
Yeah, this is not looking great. The Rogue is at full HP. He's going for the big damage here onto the Shaman. No pots left, nothing left in the bag of tricks right now. And a massive Eviscerate is going to finish him. MAK'GORA, man. These Rogues are looking stacked.
Now we have a Mage versus Sreeve, and Sreeve is coming up very soon as well here if he dares step up to the Mage. There he is right there. So that's a Shaman versus a Mage here. And we know this matchup a little bit from earlier, obviously. The Mage-Rogue duel is really about making the Rogue use their cooldowns and then slowly whittling them down and killing them. And this is very easy to do because the Rogue doesn't have Vanish, neither Blind. But what this Shaman can do though is slowly run down the Mage. But because the Shaman is not playing a Tauren, he actually can't do that Warstomp combo and get the kick on the Mage here. But there goes the kick from the first, the Earthshock coming off here on the Frostbolt, which means that he can't get the opener on. But there's the Frostnova in response to that into the Frostbolt spam. He actually decides to kick another Frostbolt here instead of saving it for the reset here, but maybe the Mage is testing out the water, seeing how tanky the Shaman is here, seeing how long he has to kite him before it goes down. But we're gonna see if the Shaman is able to connect and get some big damage. But there is the juicy Sticky Glue coming off here as well, and the Mage just keeps pumping him here. If the rule times out, the 7-minute rule will be in effect. We got a little bit of a raid warning here. So we're gonna do this duel as normal, but if it ends up timing out, we're gonna have to do the 7-minute rule in effect, which means that the Mage might actually have might want to actually go for the kill either way, because this might be a favorable duel if the Shaman can just whittle him down slowly and then get to that 7-minute timer. But there is this double Sticky Glue as well from both of them.
Coming out. The Shaman is being very aggressive right now. He wants to try to finish the job right here, right now, but the Mage does manage to get the sheep. And he's down another sticky glue there. I feel like he doesn't have too many left here in his back pocket. And look at that. He's trying to get aggressive, but he needs a reset, and he needs it immediately. He's already very low. Look at that troll ratio coming out now. There's the Berserk, and the Shaman is trying to finish the job here, but there's going to be a HP pot coming out here from the Mage. And the Shaman, once again, so frustrating being a melee against mages. Look at that. He's just always slowed, always rooted, always in polymorph. Can't really connect, even though he would like to. And all of a sudden, the Mage has himself a mana lead. And I think that's because the Shaman has been playing pretty aggressively here, dropping his totems, keeping up the Flame Shock, and just actually trying to kill him. But if you get too offensive in the matchup, then all of a sudden you might go But look at that regen. How is he regening so much? Look at his mana. It's like he's sitting down for a drink right now, but he's just literally standing there.
Yeah, I mean, this Shaman here is absolutely unstoppable to kill here. There's another sticky glue coming out here. I'm not really sure how many sticky glues the Mage have used here, but there's a Berserking coming out here trying to pump some damage into the Shaman here. It is very, very rough spot for the Mage, because the Shaman, honestly, even though he's not even like doing anything right now, he's passively regening. Look at his health just going up, even though he's getting pummeled with Frostbolts and a Berserking buff as well. He's just sitting there like he's having a cup of tea in a British afternoon here, just like regening his health up casually. The Mage is trying to like make some distance here, but he's just not doing damage. The Mage is actually taking more damage just by like taking those frost shocks here, or like the earth shocks. Sorry here. The Mage trying to go away. There's another health potion coming up, but the Shaman is just on him, slowly whittling him down there. There is the Frost Nova going off, and there is the timeout, which means we're gonna have to have a timer now for the next duel.
It's definitely a timer, and looks like the flag is about to go down here for duel number 2.
Yep. Duel number 2 coming up here. Let me do it. He wants to do the duel here. We're going to start a 5-minute timer. After the 5 minutes, there is no more drinking. There is no more eating. Crystals. Oh, they're going now. There's a lot of BOEs. Nightblade and a Fiery War Axe as well here. I'm starting the timer now, and we're going to get it up. But there is a lot of BOEs on the line here, basically. So hopefully we can see how this turns out here. So the Mage obviously has 5 minutes on the dot to get this Shaman down, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the Mage has much of a kill potential afterwards here. I don't think they have the faintly glowing skull here to kill the troll here, because they are leveling. I believe they did use it earlier on, so they had to go in with a copper bomb somehow and then get the Shaman down, and then slowly like try to get them in the burst here. There is a sticky glue coming off here which did not resist. It actually looked like a little bit here. And there goes the fireballs in here as well. The Mage maybe is going to play a little bit more aggressive, which I do want to see from him here. What do you want to see from the Mage if they want to win before the 5 minutes, Zico?
I really want to see more wands out of the Mage. It's free damage. Like when you have these battles where you barely have enough mana to get them down, but then they have enough mana to top themselves out, and then you're both What makes the duel really... There it is. More wands. Yes, that's exactly what we want to see. Get those frostbolts out. Get the wands going. And from the Shaman, obviously, he's going to try to get as many auto attacks as possible. That is free damage. This doesn't cost any resource to use. And when you're getting that... Hey, he asked me what I want to see. That's what I wanted to see. I want to see more white hits. I want to see more white stuff from both of these players, and that is what's gonna secure either side a mana lead, which is what's gonna lead to the win. Is he allowed to drink right now?
Yeah. Well, this is the final drink. No more drinks now. So now this is the final sip of tea, of little biscuits that he's having, because he's having no more, and the Shaman is ready for it. He's juicing himself up. I think he drank a little potion there as well, and now he's ready to take on the Mage, because he knows that there's no more tea party. Now it's just down to business. MAK'GORA, Staff versus Mage here. There's the sticky glue coming off from both of the contestants here, because the Shaman knows now is the time to strike. There's the Sheep as well. He's not gonna be striking too much here. So the Mage can still run away and reset, but he just is not able to drink anymore. So the Shaman is looking absolutely amazing here. I see a lot of people saying as well that maybe the Shaman should be using a Lightning Bolt here. I think the Lightning Bolt is actually not a lot of damage, because you make sure that the Mage get the distance, and you want to make sure that there is no distance between you and the Mage. And the Cauldron Stirrer is actually 3 times as much damage at this level as the Lightning Bolt is there. There's the Frost Nova coming off of the Mage, getting some distance from the Shaman, but the Shaman has so much regen that it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, and the Mage now, he knows he has to go for it. He's going for the spells, he's going for the damage, getting a little bit of distance, and he's going to go for an early health pot there. And I think that's smart from the Mage. Try to make sure that you use it early to heal yourself back up. You can't drink, you can't eat, so the best thing you can do next is rotate those pots. And now the Shaman does get the Earth Shock there onto the Sheep, and he does manage to connect with the Earthbind Totem here as well. Big nades coming out here from the Mage, looking for a Sheep still. Gets interrupted once again here, and there's the Berserker coming out from the Shaman, trying to get a couple of more auto attacks off there. And he's just sitting here in the Nova, just enjoying his time there. And he does get the Flame Shock here, and that's going to be ticking here on the Mage. Flame Shock, I do believe, is the most effective damage from range for a Shaman at this level. It's the most damage per mana spent, and he is going to get sheeped here once again. The Mage is going to make some distance, but the mana is somewhat tied, but HP definitely looking in favor here for the Shaman. Sheep is going to break, does get the Fireball there onto the Shaman, but looked like it was partially resisted, did not do a lot of damage here, and the Shaman is trying to bonk this Mage down. There's the Sticky Glue. He knows he's on Sheep DR.
He's going to go for it now.
Timing, but he does get countered by the Frost Nova, and if the Shaman can make that gap here, this could be very dangerous for the Mage. Big damage coming out. He's going for the Polymorph. He resists the Polymorph, or he cancels it too early. He has an Earth Shock right now. He gets hit by the Earth Shock. Big bonks coming out, and there's the Lightning Shield. Another bonk coming out, and he does manage to get the Sheep, but the Mage is on the run right now, Guzu.
And there's no drinking allowed, no eating. He can only bandage himself up if he has some bandages, but there's nothing else. So the Shaman is just waiting. He's like, yes, man, I'm gonna have you soon. You just wait. I'm gonna get out of this Sheep, and I'm gonna run you down, man. The Earth Shock is gonna come off soon, very here, I think, and he's gonna try to slowly kill the Mage. The Mage has realized his demise is coming. The Shaman is actually apologizing as he finishes off the job here with the Cannabis going down. Well fought, Cannabis. That was a good duel, but you just didn't have the damage at this level, sadly.
Yeah, sadly for him. And look at the Shaman with the victory dance right now, the troll dance coming out. He's celebrating. That was a long fought battle, 20 minutes plus. And he's going to be able to knock down this Mage out of the tournament and send him back to Brill. Actually, send him back to Durotar. Now we have our next match, which is going to be Denta versus Viklund. What do you think about this one?
We got two stacked. This is the two stacked up people. The most stacked up people we have in the tournament. Denta is a level 13 rogue. He leveled like an absolute god gamer. And then we have Viklund, the absolute decked out character here. He has obviously the PvP trinket, which will be of no use in this duel right here, but he does have insanely good gear. 100 health on his chest piece, and helmet, agility on his pants. He has everything he wants to do here. The rogue versus rogue this early on is basically just about a DPS race. Who can do the most damage? Who can blast the other rogue the most efficient way?
Viklund, he's asking, do you want to do no stealth? And he says, nah, I need stealth to win. And I think it's smart by Denta to go for this, because he has the level advantage. And when you have that level advantage, you're more likely to see the lower level players. So Denta, you know, he's playing it to his win condition here. Getting that opener could be massive, but right now both rogues are in stealth here. And the rogue opener can be very important here in this rogue versus rogue. And it looks like there actually is going to be Vic who gets the first opener. The gouge comes out for Vic onto Denta right now, and he's looking for the damage.
Yeah, the gouge is actually very, very huge at this level, because you can get like 2 ticks of energy, which is massive, because most of your damage is Sinister Strike, and Viklund is doing absolutely a ton of damage here. Even though Denta is higher level, he has higher defense rating and also higher weapon skill. It doesn't matter too much against Viklund, because Viklund is just like an absolutely abomination of a beast here with all his health that he has. So Viklund goes in for the sprint here, tries to do the damage. Denta does a little evasion in response to the aggression bump from Viklund here. Maybe Denta would like to get a reset with a little sticky glue here, try to get some distance. He might not be able to have it though, since he is a undead. They're just trying to slowly whittle themselves down here. Both of them have evasion up. It's gonna fall off here from Denta. There is a Hellstone from Denta and a healing potion from Viklund as well here. Now they're just trading blows little by little. This is not gonna be a long duel, because Viklund just did a billion damage there. There is also a little gouge from Denta coming off here. He might want to see if he can reset here, but Viklund does not want to see any of that happening here. There is the Denta stealth going off. Also Viklund with the stealth as well here. They're gonna try to see if they can find each other. Viklund is on the prowl, and Denta is just a little boy trying to get away from the big hyena on the wild here. What do you have to say about this, Viklund? What do you think is gonna win now?
Yeah, I mean, depends on who gets the sap. Denta gets the sap, and his first aid debuff is about to fall. He could go for a bandage here. He's not going for it though. He also had a pot there, I do believe. He just gained a massive amount of HP, and he's going to be able to continue battling on now, and it is going to be trading blows for blows. But Vic is just doing so much more damage here on the rogue, doing so much damage here onto Denta, and Denta trying to kite, trying to stay away here, but he gets hit by the Eviscerate, goes for the rough copper bomb, and a massive Eviscerate comes out. There's the health potion coming out from Denta as he does get gouged. I do believe that was a health stone earlier, and Viklund now going for the gouge into the first aid here. Is Denta gonna go for the restep? He goes for the sprint here, trying to drop combat here, trying to go for the restep, running away from Vic. But look at Vic, very smart there with the throw. Going for that throw is gonna keep him in combat for a little bit longer, and that's actually gonna force him to trade out that first aid. But both of these rogues are now once again at full HP, but Denta's got no health stone, he's got no potion. Vic, I do believe, still has his health stone and his potion coming off cooldown here. So I do believe that the HP advantage and the damage advantage right now going in favor for Vic. Denta dropping very, very low here. The Eviscerates are coming out. Who's going to take it? Vic gets the big crit and takes Denta down.
The gear difference is just too huge. Viklund is too much of a beast. The preparation this guy put into this tournament is absolutely astounding, actually. He wants that Nightblade. He wants that Fiery War Axe. He wants that Ring of Saviors that's been added to the pot as well. So we are now in the semifinals here, guys. We got Shreve versus Slicks.
Oh, Viklund's looking scary, man. And this is a rogue versus a shaman. So we're going to find out here if it's going to be a rogue versus rogue final or a rogue versus shaman final. Now, the last time we saw rogue versus shaman, it was the rogue that came out on top. I don't know, man. Slicks, I think he has an advantage in this one. I feel like he's got the gear, he's got the prep, he's got the buffs, he's got everything he needs here to be able to take him down. But you can never count out the Shreve here. He did look amazing against that mage. He was very, very kind of resilient on that shaman. So I don't know, man. Who do you think takes this one?
I mean, it's honestly, it could honestly be both of them here. Shreve almost have a 1,000 health, by the way. Also, Slicks is looking at 839, so they are both really, really jacked up here. But if Shreve can somehow manage to kite out Slicks and then like just slowly whittle him down with those flame shocks and the what is called the lightning shield, he might actually have a good chance here. He doesn't have the war stomp, which is very favorable in the rogue duel because then he can get the rogue stunned and get a little bit of distance with the earthbind. But what Shreve wants to do, I guess, is just kite the rogue out and see if he can slowly whittle him down. Whereas Slicks, he wants to pressure him. He wants to force the shaman to play defensively instead of being offensive, because if the shaman can be on the offense, then the rogue is looking very, very poorly. The sap comes up here, which I really like, because then Slick can actually kill the totems before going in here. And he opens up with a big backstab, but it doesn't really do a lot of damage because it didn't crit. There is actually a Stone Skin totem down, which gives the shaman a lot more armor, but Slicks is doing as much damage as he possibly can here. There is the lightning shield from Shreve and also the big cauldron stirrer with the juicy big troll racial, which is slowly whittling down Slicks here. Shreve is actually half health and half mana with the gouge coming up, but it's DR because he used a sap, and sap is actually on the same DR as gouge, which means that it's a very, very short gouge there. But they are actually looking neck on neck here. What do you think is going to take it here now?
Oh, it's going to be too hard to call this one. There it is. Big lifesteal coming out there. Shreve dropping so low right now. He goes for the health pot. Slicks, though, with no energy left here, trying to trade some blows. And Shreve, I got to respect it. He's going for the two-hander. Big damage coming out there from the Eviscerate. And he goes for the Sleep Dust. What a legendary play. But he has a flame shot taking. No. That is disastrous for Shreve. And Slicks going to go for the gouge into the bandage here. Slicks has got him by the ropes here. And then Eviscerate to finish it off. Shreve, he had such a great plan right there. The Sleep Dust. It is a great consumable to use in these duels here. He saved it for the perfect moment there, but the Flame Shock just kind of shot himself in the foot with that one. The Sleep Dust could have been what kind of turned things into his favor, but it is going to be a all-rogue affair in the finals.
So we are going to have a rogue versus rogue final here. So the winner of this tournament, guys, this is a little community tournament we've done here for the people in here, and the thing that the winner will win here, which is either going to be Viklund or Slicks, is going to be the following items here. We have a bunch of BOEs gathered together for a winner, and we have a Crystal Spine Stinger, we have a Deadwood Sledge, a Diamond Hammer, and a Tanglewood Staff. That's not the juicy things though. We have a nice Nightblade 39 sword, a Fiery War Axe, a Lay of Lilies, very rare necklace for level 46, and also added on top of the pot a Ring of Saviors, which is absolutely ridiculous item for a hardcore character. So Lay of Lilies is what Viklund wants really, really bad. So we're gonna get 4 BOE epics here and 4 also rare BOEs. A lot of stuff on the line here. I think both rogues is gonna want to do their very best here. And Slicks actually has more health than Viklund, which is very strange because Viklund looked like he was a stacked person here.
Yeah, but Viklund has the trinket. But you can't use it. You can't. I don't think you can.
You can use it. You can use it for charm, for like the sleeping dust. No.
Yeah, you can use it on the sleeping dust, but he can will of the Forsaken that anyway because he's undead.
Ooh.
So I don't know, man. Slicks, I feel like could have an advantage here actually in this one. I don't know. It's gonna come down to who dodges more, who gets the crits, who gets the opener. And it is gonna be Slicks who gets the opener with a big gouge here. And there's the backstab coming in, doing a decent amount of damage there. But here's a counter gouge coming out from Vic into a backstab as well. So completely tied here. And Slick's actually gonna go for the evasion right away here. Both of them actually using that evasion. Tries to gouge him through the evasion, but not gonna be able to find it there. That 50-50 not gonna work in his favor. And here comes the berserking. Here comes the damage from Slicks. As soon as that evasion runs out, it's gonna be big hits coming out. There's a gouge into the bandage from Vic as he's looking to make his advance.
Yeah, I mean, Viklund and Slicks are both doing this very, very good here. Slicks hasn't used his Berserking yet, which is his big trump card because he is a troll, so he does have that extra damage here. And the big, massive backstab coming up from Slicks here, doing insane damage to Viklund. Viklund is looking in very, very bad trouble here, but he counteracts that with a nice Hellstone that he's gotten from his good friend Warlock. So they're going to keep doing damage here and just pray that they do big, massive crits. Slicks is actually playing very, very smart being a Dagger Rogue because Dagger Rogues can actually go behind the target and get a big backstab. And there's the gouge coming off into a big bandage here. I believe he has a silk bandage because that is some big juicy ticks on a 900 health rogue at level 12. Viklund is looking very, very rough here. He's gonna have to like pull the rabbit out of the bunny, as they say. So he goes a little bit away here from the rogue, but Slicks counteracts that with a big juicy sprint. There is the Hellstone health pod coming in from Viklund as well, and now they're both deciding to make some distance. There is a throne to keep Viklund in combat, which is very smart from Slicks here. Slicks actually is playing this very, very nicely. Viklund is gonna have to do some very, very nifty plays here to survive this. What do you think, Seiko?
Yeah, I think the sprint, though, coming out from Vic is going to allow him to potentially get the reset, but a nice throw there, keep him in combat, and he goes all the way into Orgrimmar behind the pillar, goes for a big first aid, but doesn't look like he leveled his first aid quite as much here as Slicks, and he gets sapped here. Slick is looking beastly right now in this duel. He's sapping him.
Oh no.
He gets the debuff, and look at that enlargement potion coming out there for the extra damage as well. And there's a gouge now onto Slicks from Viklund. He's trying to kite him, gets the throw there as well. Just a little bit of min-max damage. Counter throw coming back. Both of these rogues just throwing daggers at each other here, trying to just keep their distance. But who is going to be able to close the gap right now? Vic is on the run. He's trying to stall for that first aid debuff to come off. He has the big bandages, and that could be kind of his trump card in his pocket. But now they're trading blows once again. Big damage coming out. The large copper bomb gets casted, but he does cancel it there. And Slicks there with the pot gouges the large copper bomb, and here comes the backstab. This could potentially be it. Backstab, eviscerate in his back pocket. There's the backstab, and he doesn't manage to find the eviscerate, but he's chasing him down. Can he close the gap here? So much damage coming out. The eviscerate actually gets dodged there, but he does finally get it. And a large copper bomb coming out here into what exactly? Doesn't look like he has the gouge just yet. Vic on the run, but there's the sticky glue. And look at Slicks, man. This is finishing him with style. Going for the throws.
Oh, Viklund, man. The finisher with the sticky glue into throne, man. Viklund, you put on an amazing show. You actually dominated everybody all the way throughout the ladder, but Slicks came through, and he was the bigger rogue in the end. You guys both played amazingly, though. And everybody, guys, huge turnout here for the little event that we did for the community. This was so much fun, and it was so cool to see what people could put on in 3 hours and, you know, pull through with this little MAK'GORA that we did here for the boys. And obviously, thank you to Seiko as well for coming in here and helping with the little casting.
Yeah, of course, man. Thank you for putting it on. It was fun.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
Yeah,
cool to see what everyone came up with. All these level 12 twinks fully decked out with their enchants. Some of these people even had PvP trinkets and things like that. That was wild to see.
That was amazing. And again, also huge shout out to the guild Demon Fun. It is Parsh and also MeBank that has been putting this together. So huge shout out to Parsh and MeBank. This would not be possible without them. He says here, shout out to MeBank for his work in organizing this tournament. It would not have been possible without him. I am super down to do more of these things, guys, with the community. This is what it's all about, I feel like, Classic WoW. Community events, doing some MAK'GORAs, like just having some fun with the community. It's so cool. Again, it was made by the guild, guys. It was made by Demon Fun, and we will do more of these things. Perhaps in the future, maybe like some more different tournaments and some more different stuff on the line. But obviously, Slicks, you are the winner, and you do get to reap the rewards. You do get to get the spoils. So you're gonna be getting everything. What you decide to do with this is completely up to yourself, Slicks. But you are indeed the winner. of the whole juicy BOE horde here. There it is. And also the rest as well, Slicks. There you go, man. Congratulations, Slicks. That's a lot of BOEs.
Congratulations.
That is a lot.
What performance. He came prepared, and he played well, and he gets the rewards. That's how it's done.
Yep, there's only one winner in a MAK'GORA, and that winner takes everything. It was really cool to see some fully trained out characters. And again, shout out to Seiko. It was really cool, actually. It was a lot more fun than yeah, it was cool, man. It was fun.
Yeah, no, it was fun casting with you, man.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Okay, dude, so
All
cool.
right, bro. You have a great rest of your stream, and yeah, congrats to the winners and everyone participating. GG's.
Yeah, you too, man. GG's.